right, here he is, the UFC middleweight king, the Reaper, Robert Whittaker. Back-to-back wins over Yoel Romero. Hard to quantify, though, how difficult those 50 minutes against Yoel Romero were and what type of toll it might take on Whittaker here moving forward.
Yes, but after the Romero fights, there was a lot of time in between fights for Whittaker, which allows you to recover. Because you hear the stories about the guys that say they fight Yoel. No one's like him. No one feels like him. But Robert Whittaker was able to manage that over the course of two very, very difficult fights. And he was able to do that because of the fantastic cardio, the great wrestling mentality, and also the unbelievable striking and the ability to stare down the barrel of a loaded shotgun in Yoel Romero's left hand and feel safe. That allowed Robert Whittaker to keep his belt in both of those instances.
And we knew from his debut in 2012 that he would be something special. He has certainly been every bit that. All right, so the latest title defense arrives here and now for the UFC's undisputed middleweight champion. And prevailing wisdom is it's going to take a huge effort out of the challenger tonight to dethrone this dominant king.
Absolutely. You do not beat this guy without being on your A game. And not even just your A game is going to get it done. You have got to overachieve in order to beat this guy. This guy is firmly entrenched as the best in the world. When you look at him, you know he's the best. From the way he carries himself, to the confidence, to the skill set. He's the champ, and he doesn't intend for that to change.
Seemed as though it was maybe a difficult weight cut or more difficult than once prior, but he didn't want to hear any of that noise in advance of this latest middleweight championship title defense. All right, both fighters have entered the octagon, and this massive, massive fight is nearly upon us, ready to go from Anaheim at the Honda Center with one of the biggest fights of the year. And now our tail of the tape for this middleweight championship fight. We send it inside the octagon. The veteran voice is Bruce Belfort.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC middleweight championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Robert the Reaper Whittaker. And now, introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, ladies and gentlemen, the reigning, defending UFC middleweight champion, Vitor Belfort!
Herb Dean, our referee for this one.
Ready. Good.
All right, round one is upon us, and it always feels special and heightened when Robert Whittaker is in there. Not just in Australia, not just in New Zealand. He is one of the most popular fighters on planet Earth. I actually think his approval rating is highest here in the United States of America, but that is neither here nor there. Robert Whittaker needs a win, wants to prove that he is still the class of the class when it comes to this middleweight division. Nice right punch followed by a left. Oh, big head kick there.
Nice shot there by the champ.
Oh, perfect head kick there.
Watch out, he's working on that double jab.
Able to check that kick as well. Oh, flying knee to the head. Straight left counter is true. Oh, he lands a hook. Out of range with that one. Oh, a big kick lands flush.
What a great job getting that kick to the target.
forehead is bleeding now. Cut is open. Oh, wow. How about the roundhouse kick?
That hook was bad.
Big right hook coming. It's blocked. Under 2 minutes now to go. Counter jab snaps the head back. That should get his attention. And he's looking for that left hand. Just missed. Oh, big right hand from Robert Whittaker. Man, he just makes it look so easy on the feet.
It's because of his demeanor. It's everything about the Reaper that makes you think he's having a good time, but also not giving you that much energy. He's got that real easy type of vibe with him whenever you come in contact with Robert.
Circling to his right. 45 seconds remain in the round. Takedown defense is there. Fighters separate from the clinch.
Well, he blocks a shot there.
All right, so it looks like some bruising on that thigh right now. He hasn't really done anything to address that weapon from his opponent.
He's got to check some kicks. I know right now it may not be that damaging, but down the line, you're going to really pay for it if you don't address it right now.
Horn sounds for the end of round one. All right, heading back to the corner, and Whittaker's got a cut to deal with above the eye, or perhaps better put, the cut man has got to deal with it. We'll see if he can stop the bleeding. All right, back to the stools between rounds. That gives us time to look back at some of the replays, including some of those strikes that caused the damage, particularly to his forehead.
Damage to the forehead. Expect a lot of blood, but when you look at him, he looks like he still wants to be in there. It does not seem like the blood is affecting him. Now, you could want to be there as much as you want to, but you got to do things better defensively, or ultimately he's going to get you out of there. He's got to move his head, he's got to stay out the center line, and he's got to press forward, put his opponent on his heels.
All right, put well. All of a sudden, we got a new storyline in this one, the cut on his forehead. We will keep an eye on it as this next round gets underway. All right, next round is now underway. Hopefully, the action continues at a high level. Pretty good first 5 minutes.
Pretty good first 5 minutes. Both of them can really pick it up. Let's see who decides they're going to lead the dance as we go forward.
Oh, Whittaker closes the distance here, DC. Let's see if he can capitalize. Well, you don't want to take too many kicks on that calf, and now it's starting to show some visible damage.
You can see the color starting to change on the calf. He's taking too many of his kicks.
Whittaker, yeah, looks a little wobbly on his feet. Just over 3 minutes to go now. Well, he rocked him, but couldn't finish him.
He rocked him, he hurt him bad. He couldn't find that one shot to close the door. Could not shut the lights off. And now, he's tasked with trying to find that shot again. Block that punch.
So a much different approach for him here in this second round. He was a little bit tentative in round one, a little bit of a feeling out process. Now he has clearly found his rhythm, found the range. We'll see if he can continue with more activity here in round two. Belfort's right torso starting to bruise pretty good here. Under 2 minutes to go in round two. Straight punch.
He didn't like that left hand. Big inside kick.
He's cut. Give me elbow.
All right, so as a result of one of those leg kicks, he is now limping. He hasn't been rendered a one-legged fighter, but his mobility has absolutely been compromised.
Well, you can check it right now. It's easy to see. You can see that this guy has struggled. You can see that he's very, very hurt from these leg kicks. Even checking the kicks now will not help because the damage has been done.
30 seconds to go in round two.
Come on, drop the hammer, bora, solta o braço.
Belfort's limping now, Daniel. You see the right leg damaged, a lot of it courtesy of that last kick. So we'll see if he can figure out a way to get his footwork back and make the requisite adjustments. All right, that's the end of round number 2. All right, so the round is over, but not before damage was done. Cut on the cheek, sustained in that round. Cut man in there quickly as usual to try to seal it up.
So let's get this again. We gotta set it up properly, okay? Give him...
Well, I'm not sure the extent to which he has recovered, but we do see the end of the round. DC, talk us through the replay.
Well, he's a tough guy. He's going to make it to the stool. He's going to survive unless you put him completely out of there. Unfortunately, he's in there with a guy that does have that ability.
You ready to fight? You ready?
Here we go, third round of this championship fight. All right, so back-to-back entertaining rounds. We'll see how it goes in this round. We'll see which corner sort of maximize those 60 seconds on the stool.
This is what happens when you get two very skilled, very evenly matched fighters coming together. Nobody has really taken a lead in this fight. Let's see who does it going into the next one.
Big left hook coming, it's blocked. Belfort's visibly bruised on the right calf now. Those low kicks clearly are having an effect. Trying to establish that jab once again. Just over 3 minutes to go in round 3. Oh, he's landed a high number of total strikes here in the latter stages of this fight. He's really picked up the pace and landing far more strikes than he did in previous rounds.
That's a beautiful body kick. You know, the kicks do hurt, right? These big body kicks, these high kicks, even though they're getting blocked, they do hurt. These boys are standing right in front of each other, just kind of going at it.
Oh, nice jab up top by Robert Whittaker. Just missed with the left there. All right, so perhaps he's going to have to address something defensively. There is a legitimate cut around his eye.
Yeah, he got cut on the eye from that last strike. He's got to pay attention now before it gets worse. Oh, inside kick.
Oh, he landed another great shot to the body there. Really starting to connect at a high percentage now in the latter stages of this fight. Nice jab by Belfort. 1 minute to go in the round. Bone on bone, shin slash foot, right to the skull. You see why I'm a commentator now? You see why?
Yeah, those aren't fun. I'm telling you, man, you get kicked in the head, a lot of times it's the end of the night.
Got a little experience with that.
Yes, I do. Oh.
Double jab is there. Lands with the lead right. Huge liver kick. That might do it. Saved by the bell. That's the end of the round. You heard the horn, and it came just as he was stunned by a huge shot right before the end of the round. So, saved by the bell. Back to the stool. 60 seconds with which to recover. We'll see if his corner can keep his head in the fight. All right, let's look back at some of the action, DC. A huge round, particularly when it came to that liver strike that really buckled his opponent.
It buckled his opponent bad. I'm surprised that the guy's still standing. I don't know exactly what his corner can do to try to bring him back. When you take those types of strikes, you generally don't recover fast. Let's see what they do to try to bring him back.
You ready to fight? Ready.
All right, here's round 4, fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. All right, fourth round is now underway as we get to the championship rounds. What is a fighter's mindset when you get to this 16th minute of the fight?
This is when you understand that nothing is ever going to be hardest. This is the hardest part of life. This is going to really test your will and your desire to become champion.
And he caught the kick. We'll see what he can do with it. Well, he continues to land a high number of strikes here, just like he did in the previous round. This is a world-class display of striking here tonight. Well, his leg is clearly compromised here early, starting to limp a little bit, and perhaps this affects his strategy as the fight continues.
Yeah, you know, these guys are so tough that when you are able to visually see someone react to the damage, react to the pain, it tells you how hard or how much effect the strikes have taken on them. Right now, we are seeing him limping because he's been kicked so much. Oh, he hurt. He's hurt bad. He is getting lit up right now, John.
Belfort's doing a nice job there. You saw him raise the guard to block that offering from the opponent. Don't want to sustain any more damage on that cut that has already been opened up. Just misses with a left hook there. Oh, you gotta like the output here. So aggressive with the strikes. He continues to light him up. Gotta be careful here not to gas out, of course, but you gotta like the offense we're seeing from him, especially in this round.
Oh, nice. Nice. Right hand landed.
All right, so that calf is starting to bruise up. We'll keep an eye on it.
He's got to check now, because if he doesn't, his leg is going to be so, he's not going to be able to move. He's going to be in real trouble.
Uppercut attempt here. Nice job defensively there by Whittaker. Hooks, that'll land. All right, 45 seconds now to go in the round.
Great timing on that double leg.
Oh, nice hammer fist there by Robert Whittaker. All right, full guard here, DC. We'll see how soon he tries to pass.
Well, he needs to be passing immediately. In the full guard is where you are in most danger as a top fighter, because they have all of their submissions. Right. They have the guillotine, they have the armbar, they have the kimuras, they have all their locks when they're in the full guard. So if you pass, you really do limit the danger that you're in from the top position.
Well, that was a damaging 5 minutes. We'll see how he can recover over this 60 seconds. We'll show you some replays now from that previous round.
He was on the receiving end of some big blows, and he wasn't moving his head well. His head was on the center line. He was a stationary target, and his opponent opened up a nasty cut on him. He has got to move his head to limit the damage that he's taking.
You ready to fight? Ready.
It is the 5th and final round.
Good stick.
Oh! This one could be over soon. All right, full guard now, DC.
The fighter on top needs to be trying to gain posture to throw ground and pound and then move to the next position. But if you're on the bottom, you've got to build a shield. Try to push your opponent off and try to get back to your feet. Changing the position.
All right, so the cut really starting to open up wider now, and you gotta credit this striker for continuing to attack that area.
Just knowing the target, knowing what he's supposed to do, and doing it as effectively as he is right now. This guy's tremendous.
Oh, strong reversal on the ground here. And he will let his opponent stand up here. Just over 3 minutes now to go in the fight. Nice jab there. Both guys appeared to land there. Oh, big roundhouse attempt, just misses. That could have been lights out.
Oh, that'll do it! Oh, my goodness!
Yeah, that was just a gorgeous shot to end the fight right there. I'm not even sure the opponent really saw it coming. So back to the drawing board for him, but for the winner, this is certainly exactly what he was looking for here tonight. All right, here now, Bruce Buffer with the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 2 minutes, 28 seconds of round number 5. Declaring the winner by knockout and new UFC middleweight champion of the world, Robert the Reaper Whittaker!
Well, he's still on the right side of 30, and Robert Whittaker just continues to add to what is already the best legacy for an Australian fighter in UFC history. There is nothing this man cannot do inside that octagon, as you saw here tonight. Congratulations to the Reaper, Robert Whittaker.